Good evening, everybody. I realised I've just forgotten a rather important part of my equipment. That might be useful. Tech support. For some reason I can't type in the chat. I need help. As per usual. Good evening, everyone. And welcome to Thursday night stream. How is everybody? I don't know if I said it last time, but Happy New Year. Because I think I forgot. I was so busy chatting and then we had tech issues and stuff. So, hello, Happy New Year. How is everybody? How has your sort of first full week of the new year been? Ours is still, you know, tough. Baby Fran is still poorly, however, shh, she's gone to sleep in her own bed. This is the first time in about 2 months. Right, so how has everyone else's day been? Mine has been busy, but good. Yeah, but then it won't post it. So I was back at work in my normal hospital today. It was very busy. But it's nice being busy sometimes, isn't it? Because the day goes quickly and you get a lot done and all those things. So yeah, it was nice to get a lot done, get a lot of paperwork sorted. Bish bash bosh. What has everyone else been up to? Oh, there we go. It's working now. Thank you. Have you had a good day? Has it been really mundane and boring? Have you been doing something interesting? You know I love to hear all about it. Tell me what you have been doing. I've got Miss Kelly here asleep on the bed next to me. Mr. Pippin is being very needy at the moment, bless him. He just wants to play and he wants love all the time. And he's got this one particular toy that he's basically destroyed. As anyone else with cats, you'll know this, right? So he's killed this toy. It was one of these, you know, fishing rod toys, and it had bells and feathers and stuff on the bottom for him to play with. And now it's just a bit of string. And he absolutely goes mad for it. He loves it. And I'm like, it is literally just a piece of string, but he loves chasing it around. So there we go. The cat's happy, it makes me happy. There we are. Yeah, so last time we had quite an eventful stream. Oh, cheers everybody, by the way. Cheers. Happy New Year. We did a big fight. I did a mission as Thancred. That was horrible. Because he had to be all stealthy. Turns out I'm not good at being stealthy. Who would have thought it? A noisy person like me not being as stealthy. Oh, I've skipped over my talking screen. Oh, well, never mind. There we go. Just so you can see me. Hello, everybody. Is that better? Yeah, so I did my stealth mission as Thancred because we're in Ilsabard, and then I had to go and do some more stealthing, which I failed epically. So we've got to go back to our stealth mission today, following a girl in green. We're not too close, but still close enough that we don't lose her. Because if you lose her, you fail the mission. If you get too close, you fail the mission. So anyway, that's what we're going to start at. It'll probably take me ages. How is everyone getting on with their 14 by 14? So for those of you who don't know about this, we have set little challenges. So in the Discord, we've got a 14 by 14 section, and everyone has made a list of 14 things that they want to achieve in Final Fantasy 14 this year, and we're all helping each other to do it. So if you haven't already and you want to join in, please do go and put your list in the Discord chat, and everyone will get on board to helping you to achieve stuff. We've had people who've already ticked stuff off their list, so it's been good. Hello Aralicia, good evening, nice to have you along. How are you? It's been a little while since I've seen you properly. You're going to be hanging around this evening with us? And how is life over in La France? It's La France, isn't it? Not Le Belgium. Is it Le Belgium? Le Belgium? Les Belgium? Who knows? There's too many. See, this is the thing, right? Other European languages, they have a male, they have a female, they have a neutral. I suppose we have he, she, they, don't we? So.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
But it's la, le, le for French, and das. Oh, I can't remember the German ones. Das, dos, des. La France. I was right. Yes. It's good to know my brain actually does take things in. How is La France? We actually got a little bit of dusting of snow the other day. I was like, absolutely not. But if you have got snow, please do stay warm. We are due to having quite a big storm here in the UK. Down in the south, it's going to be approaching Wales. I think it might have already hit Wales and then working its way across. We're talking about very strong winds of up to 70 miles an hour and lots of rain. So if you haven't already, strap the things down in your garden that you need to. Make sure your windows are closed. Put an umbrella ready for tomorrow. And obviously if it freezes overnight, it's going to be really slippery tomorrow, so that's just fun, isn't it? So yeah, it's going to be a big old storm tonight. That's so British. Let's talk about the weather. How are you, Aralicia? How is Le Français? So shall we get on with the stealthing mission, because I think it's going to take me forever. Right, okay, let's do this and epically fail. Do you like Duara's new snuggly winter outfit for Ilsbard, because it's freezing over there? I like it. Tired. Work has been pretty tiring this week. Thank you, I'm glad you like my outfit. Yeah, I think everyone's struggling a bit this week. I think it's that first like full week back to work, and it's just it's just a bit hard. It's just a bit hard. Oh, hello, Selkie. No sound for you, but you'll be lurking. Okay, well, we love it when you lurk. Selkie, I was going to talk to you about doing some baking together for a stream. So on my 14 by 14 list, I have as one of my tasks to do a Final Fantasy baking stream with my Final Fantasy cookbook, and I wondered whether you wanted to join me to do a joint stream, which is also on my list. Do you like what I did there? I'm gonna do a 2 for the price of 1. So I thought we could make something from the Final Fantasy cookbook together on stream, apart. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. And if anyone else wants to join in a Final Fantasy bake, that would be fun. We could do it as a big, like a Nigella Lawson cook thing that she likes to do. Cook along, that's the one. And then we can do like a kind of Bake Off Master Chef thing at the end where we all judge each other's cooking. Has anyone been doing any baking or any nice cooking recently? Anyone made anything nice? So I was planning to make corned beef hash for dinner. Hello Game Boy 2222, but the baby didn't get to sleep until like 8:30, so that went out the window. So instead I had a sweet and sour chicken ready meal, which actually was better than I thought it was going to be. And I do like a bit of sweet and sour chicken in my mouth. It's just all about the Chinese, isn't it? So what's everyone had for dinner? Because you know I love to know about food. It's my favourite thing to talk about, really. So I have been, you'll like this people, I've been quite industrious. I've done some meal planning. We have a list. We have a list of what we are eating for the next 2 weeks, using up stuff that's in the freezer so we don't buy loads of new stuff. Check me out. Trying to be a little bit healthy-ish. Encouraging, you know, Mr. Fran to try and be a little bit healthy. So we've got this whole list of what we're having for dinner, and like if I'm out I just do something for him, or if he's out I just do something for me, and then the baby just kind of eats whatever she'll actually agree to eat. Has anyone else got a fussy child? Because so this is the most annoying thing, right? She will eat for other people. She for the childminder she eats rice and chicken and noodles and vegetables and all kinds of exciting things, sausage and stuff. For me, no. So does anyone else have this problem with their kids? Right, let's attempt to follow this girl in green again. Right, we've got to be really stealthy. So she's going to run that way. We can't run after her until she's kind of like... Because if we get too close and she knows we're there, then she goes, "Why are you following me?" Okay, so let's stay up here. Nothing to see here, just a woman on a ledge. Nobody's following you. I'm totally camouflaged by my coat, obviously. And then I go to behind here. But the thing is, if you let her go too far ahead, then she knows that you're there. So then we have to get behind this tree. No, nobody there. Oh, hello, Miss Kelly. Hey, girlie, there's someone following you. Excuse me, Arilistia. That is not helpful. I am not very good at this. Are you in game tonight? What are you up to? Miss Kelly, I love you dearly, but your tail is literally in my face. And now it's in front of the screen. Right, and then I can't get my sprint back to it. And then we have to get all the way over to this rock here so she doesn't see me again. Okay. And then, hello evil gremlin! You're doing a bit of the MSQ on your scaly alt. Nice. Evil gremlin, how are you feeling? Because obviously you've had surgery. How are you? How are you doing? Don't notice the footprints. Don't notice the footprints. There's nothing to see here. You feel good. I'm very pleased to hear it. Miss Killy, I love you very much, but you are... She's trying to give me, like, head bumps all on my hands. Because, you know, all the love. She's gone too far. She's gone too far. No, she hasn't. I can still see her. Right, Miss Killy, my love. You're a very good girl. Right. Run, dear Laura. Run. I need to get over behind this tree before she notices us. And this is the problem. This is where it all goes Pete Tong. Killy, move your tail. There's a good girl. Go, go, go. Go, 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 dear Laura, go. Go, dear Laura, go. Yes! We managed it! Cool. I managed it with a cat in my tail. I am very well, thank you, Evil Little Gremlin. I am busy having a lot of love from a cat right now. Aralicia, what's your scaly alt? There's a darkness in the house. Rah. Let's have you along. How are things? Right, here we go. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Duty complete. Yes. Ooh, ooh. Phew. Still in one piece. Right. Okay. Cheers, everybody.
You have my sword.
Whee!
And you have my bow.
And my axe.
It's the best. Thank you very much for the sub, Darkness. If anybody would like to sub, who hasn't already, you can do so for free if you've got Amazon Prime. And if you need help to do that, pop in the chat. Tech support will help you. Darkness from the sick bed, you are here. Oh, bless you. Well, thank you for being here. Hopefully we can make you feel a little bit better. Everyone's just so poorly at the moment. This blinging bug that's going around. Mr. Fran actually said to me the other day, he was like, I think your little cold has turned into a chest infection, because I was bent over coughing so hard I literally couldn't breathe. I was like yeah, fun times. But you know, when you're a parent, you don't get time out to just be ill and lie in bed. You still have to parent, and I still have to, you know, get up and go to work and stuff, so you don't kind of get time to really properly recover, I don't think. This thing is lingering. It's driving me mad. Right, let's talk to this girl. Hello. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place. Hoy hoy. This might have been the wrong accent. Please, we just want to talk. I love the way my hat's got little ears on the front. I'm Alphino. This is my sister Alice and our good friend Diawara. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this? You did this to us? We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telofri are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to the Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. You're level 55, doing a level 36 MSQ, second part of AR. Getting the ult to 100 and redoing MSQ is part of your 14x14. Nice. Good job. How's everyone else getting on with their 14x14? Evil Gremlin, did you do it? 14x14 list yet? Darkness, are you going to be joining us for our 14-14 when you are feeling better? I hope you're okay, by the way. Hope you feel better soon. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How are you able to escape the Telofri's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Flashback. Oh, no. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. I just need to show you the love that I'm getting from Miss Killy right now. I'm going to say hello to your fans. No, just shove a tail in their face. Okay, fine. Come on, say hello. That's my microphone. Oh, okay, you just changed the spec to gameplay. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No. This is Victor Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Where it was, but now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe. And I didn't know if you were... the truth is our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Sorry, there's just a cat. There's just a cat needing a moment right now. Thank you. We'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. Licinia says she can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with a means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. I've got the heating tinctures thing. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alison? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, yes, do as you will. Still dodgy. Still dodgy, everybody. Trust no one. So, poor Mr. Pippin, Miss Killy had to have their flea and worm treatment recently, and Miss Killy is not a fan. I can't remember if I told you this, you guys, this last time. And they only have to have it every 3 months. We have one from the vet, and it's on repeat order, and it just comes through once every 3 months. They have their flea, and then a week later they have dewormer, and then it's done for 3 months. Anyway, Miss Killy, literally, she hates it, and she's slightly psychic because she always knows when we're about to do it, and we kind of like, we shut the doors, shut the cat flap, and like la 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 la, pretend nothing's going on, get it out ready. As soon as she hears the rustle of it, right, she knows, and she starts trying to hide or run outside, and then we have to catch her, and she doesn't want to sit still. And yeah, it can be a bit of an ordeal, bless her. So in protest this time, she's gone and lost her collar somewhere. Mr. Pippin gets over it pretty quickly. He has a little hissy fit when you do it. Not literally hissy, but like you do it and then he runs away and hides for 5 minutes and then you just get a treat out and he's like, oh, I forgive you if there's treats in offer. He's very food motivated. A bit like me. Yes, Miss Kim. I know you don't like it when your flea worms done, do you? Right, listen here. Her inner turmoil is writ plain on her face. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere till we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Yes there is. Because we have Alfie and Alice, who are conveniently very good at that kind of thing. Oh look, and look, they've got a campfire going. Jolly good. I can treat their frostbite in their wings, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Emanuele's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? I already said about that, honestly, no one listens to me. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies it will return with a vengeance. Yeah. Have a warming tincture, it'll make you feel better. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me if you were a daughter of the city. Though calling it seems absurd after what's happened, it's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meagre protection from the wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machinery that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of this stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Well, funnily enough, we might have some people with us who'll be quite useful for that. Right, emancipated refugee. We need to get you some food as well. All is well, yes, never better. Here, have a warming tincture, make you feel so much better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Ha ha ha, 'twas a joke, ha 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 ha, ha ha ha. If I laughed, as I may not weep, says the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire where our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the dishevelled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash, as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience, preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for a final judgment. Well, he's a poet. What's ironic, right? Okay, is Garlemald have gone and done this to many other civilizations, but they don't care about that, do they? They don't care that they've gone and done exactly the same thing. They just care that it's happened to them. What do you want? Here, have one of these. A tincture. May as well drink it, I suppose. Well, these are a happy bunch, aren't they, hey? What's this? This? It's a radio? You don't have them from where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components, crafted with the finest ore sourced from Locus Ammonius it is. Not that useful, since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Ammonius. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varys yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. This man may need a tinfoil hat. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Maybe he's not crazy. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varys would not be defeated so easily. Okay. And now we take one over to Licinia. He was over. Oh, you are. Come out from the narrative. Where's she gone? What's that? It's a warming tincture. It'll make you feel warm. Shut up and drink it. I'm so nice. Oh. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you, I'll save it for later. Actually, I've a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilia's troops heading towards the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Yes. I may have, knocked him about a bit. Camp Broken Glass, you call it? And Vergilia and her men are all there now? So how did you reach the Magna Glacius? Did you cross the mountains on foot? I don't like that she's asking this many questions. Don't tell her everything, dear Wara. She could be a spy. Airships? Then there might be a way to... Licinia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? Who is that in there? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby almond tree has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Told you. Dodgy. Suspicious. Never trust anyone. She's lying to me. Rude. Get out of the way, girl. I'm going in. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. And I suppose these wild animals are able to, speak your name, are they? We've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there. People whose job it was to extract selenium. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would want to share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food. And that's something we don't have and we can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach there then, we have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you need, then ceruleum you should have. You'd best watch out for baby Amasties while we're away. I really want to say the bottom one. I'm totally going to say the bottom one. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way round. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Speak with the burly Tapper. Right, let's go find the Tappers then. Right. Here we go. To the way. To the way. Of course. Luca is saying, does anyone else want to try the Doom Train Extreme? It's a new for me. In case you're not sure. So how's life, Game Boy 22 and 2? How you doing? What's new with you? What's occurring? Are you 14 by 14 in at all? I love the fact that they leave chocobo footprints in the snow. Footprints in the snow, that is what they are. Let's dodge these dragons though. Oh, this blinking stupid cough wants to cough, I'll tell you that much. I need to dodge the dragons. Go away. I'm very busy right now, don't you know? I have burly Tappers to go and find. Hello. What up, dudes? Who goes there? How'd you find us? Lucinia told me where you were. What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor's Spoils hasn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arse. Excuse my friend. Thought they could come waltzing in here demanding cerulean with nothing to offer in return. Ah, looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate? I know your game, Sellsword. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, they got another thing coming. Oh, you know, this is not the best plan for you. Okay, I just would like to warn you that this is silly. Okay, at no point did you need to fight. We could have made a deal. You wanted to come in here, giving it all the big un. Just one. Look, here. Say hello to my little friend. Come on, don't you? Okay. Right, Jarek. There you are. Just after you left, Lincinia asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip. I have a little experience in transporting barrels of cerulean. Well, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Thanks. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Your guards got in my way. So. Are Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up the chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess. None of you are Garlean, you were brought here from other lands. Girabania, Yanzit, Yanzia, Bosja, Dalamaska, to name a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of Anne, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemede, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Centurilingan's still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake. But how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for laters. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left to us first, thanks to the Empire. All the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying here for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we know it is gone for good. Gone for good? Intriguing. Right, what's Alice thinking? Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Oh, look, I've got stuff. So cheers everyone. I have got one of my Beanies coffees. I've got cookie and cream flavour today. It's very nice. So what are you guys drinking? Has anyone got anything nice on the go? I'm guessing, Gremlin, you've got a coffee on the go. Jarak is amenable to making a deal. So, you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor Spoil sent you? To turn to their enemies to help, they must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Insinia's got her little sister to think about. There, that's the voice. You always have coffee. Well, you know, every now and then you might like to just change it up. Perhaps with some water? Or a tea? What about a milkshake? A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. You go for another one. I'll have one, please. White and 1 sugar. Thank you very much. I do like a flavoured coffee, as you know. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward to introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Oh, switch to another drink. Cold drink. So what cold drinks do you have? Don't say iced coffee, that doesn't count. How's the weather down your way? Are you getting any of the white stuff? It's a triple espresso. That is not another drink. Honestly, Poison. I can't for the life of me think why Licinia, I keep wanting to call her Lucinda, Licinia would want to keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. One is hot, the other is cold. But there's still coffee. Honestly, what am I to do with you? Yay, Eclipse. We haven't had you for a while, have we? No, could you just naff off? Alright, nobody wants to fight. I'm just minding my own business, going across the frozen lake. Ugh. What else have you been up to, Poison? How's Mrs. Poison? Is she okay? How are the pups doing? So, I was talking to one of my colleagues at work today, and she's like, my daughter really wants a dog. She was like, I can't afford a dog. I work full time. I know I'd end up looking after the dog myself. You know, it's just not practical to have a dog. And I was like, okay, why don't you contact one of the local like dog charities and see whether she could do some volunteering or, you know, do something for them. And she was like, that's a good idea. So if, you know, if you would really like to have a dog, but you don't have the ability to, I need to get up there somehow, the ability to look after a dog full time, which is completely understandable because it is, you know, it is tough when you, you've got vet bills and, seriously, where is the blinking way up onto that thing? Do I have to go all the way back round? Surely not. Maybe I do. I'll get up there something. Yeah, so if you were thinking about getting a pet, but you can't dedicate the time or the funds to look after a pet full time, which is completely understandable, then please do consider getting in touch with a local charity that supports animals and, you know, see if you can do some volunteering or, seriously, how do I get up there? Or some, you know, dog walking, or they do like some things where like kids go in and read to the animals, which helps both the animals and with socialisation and the kids with learning to read and stuff. So what's this place? Maybe I just have to go up that way. No, that's quite enough of that, thank you. I think I need to get in there somehow. Oh, there was a little pathway, wasn't there? Oh, I remember now, there was a little pathway up. I don't know where it was, but I'll find it. So has anyone ever done anything like that before? Obviously, you guys know that I do a lot of support with my cat rescue here. You know, something as simple as sharing a post on social media or doing some fundraising. Just, you know, so you can just do some small things to help. So, like I say, if you haven't got the time or the finances to be able to look after a pet, but you'd still really love to kind of be involved with animals, find a local charity, dogs, cats, birds, farming, there's loads of them around, okay, and then just either volunteer a little bit of time, help them financially, do a fundraiser. You know, everyone's crying out for help, and that way you get to do something good. And if you want to do something really good, then obviously Guide Dogs for the Blind, they do some like puppy walking while they're training their puppies and stuff like that. Loads of the dogs and cats locally need someone to come and socialise with them, just help out. So please, if you can, you know, go help your local charities out because they are struggling at the moment. Okay, here's what Alice has to say. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alf and I would still be treated by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. I knew we shouldn't trust them. We left Alf and I alone. Which was a bad idea, by the looks of it. Right, so they're not up here by the fire, but this is high ground, so it might give me a little bit of a... That's quite a sharp draw. No, up here. So let's not get stuck on the table. And around the back over here somewhere. Oh, here they are. No, dude. They asked me to help me carry supplies. They helped me. They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard. Forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in your swoop. Here to help. What a rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in. Put yourself at our mercy. Put us in chains. Steal our lands. Get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. If you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry, or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you? You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. The Garleans should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Right. Be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. Oh good. I have to run after the girl in the green dress. Again. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. People judging us by their own standards there. Right, off we go. Oh yes, on my chair. Very appropriate. Two sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. I am not gonna. Yay! What did I decide my elephant's name was? Phoebe. She's beautiful. So I used to love this TV show. I still love this TV show called Charmed. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Charmed. It's very 90s. So it's about three sisters who are witches. And they live together in their grandmother's house. And they've all got different powers. And one of them was called Phoebe. She was played by an actress called Alicia... Oh God, what's her surname? Alicia... Oh my gosh, it won't come to me. Alicia begins with an M. Who is beautiful. So, therefore. And obviously Phoebe from Friends is beautiful as well. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place, it's crawling with beasts. And I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister across the ice. We could really do with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. No, this is a massive area to search, really. We'll go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside first, because it's easiest. And we'll work our way in. Unless, of course, we see them. Anyone seen them anywhere? Right, that's the edge. I take it they're going to be in trouble with some of these here dinosaur-y things. I can't see them. Anyway. I think they've made the weird dinosaur things quite crocodile-y. No, why? Just why? I feel like Phoenix should definitely get like a plus, like a bonus for fighting in this area, because Phoenix is flame on. They're coming from that way. I don't know which way they're coming from. Maybe they've gone into that cave. Is that one? No. No, there's an atheist panel, so we'll go get that. We'll go and get that, because obviously flying would be a lot easier. I do need to go and get them sorted for some of the other areas as well. See, I'd have thought they'd have gone in there, but obviously not. You know what? Fine. You want to come over here and give it all the big one? Guess what? You can play with Titan. That's what you can do. And it's your own fault for having this die. Where are these blinking people? I'm going the wrong way now. Any ideas, anyone? Did I go too far? Oh, listen, I've just beat your mate up. You need to give it all the bigger note. It's quite unnecessary. Aha! I have found an empty bottle. A message in a bottle. I thought I was actually looking for people. An empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. I mean, I'd need to drink as well. The thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time and is unlikely to have any connection to Lincinia or her sister. Helpful. Okay then. I didn't come in this bit because of these big people over here. Hey Kingdom Link, how you doing? Don't mind me. Coming through. Aha, there's something over here. Look. A piece of papier. Half buried piece of papier. The wet paper half buried in the snow appears to be a flyer for a theatre group, though the run of shows advertised has long since ended. So is no use to me whatsoever. Ugh, for goodness sake. Right, let's carry on down this way first of all. Just to see if they're under here anyway. Aha! I have found something. Fresh blood. I mean, that sounds more, not promising exactly. We don't want people to be bleeding all over the place, do we? The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads south-eastwards. Off we go. To the southeast. Oh, really? What is your problem? Why do you feel the need to just start giving it all the bigger? Oh, go away, silly creature. Honestly, you idiot. We are aiding. Here you go. Have some aid. The two bodies are already cold. Wonderful. What's going on with that radio? Alpha, no, you've just been injured. I suggest you slow down a bit.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No. Why wouldn't they?
They didn't trust us yet.
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have...
You cannot take this all on yourself, Alfie.
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold. I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all.
Oh god, now we've got to investigate that. Fun times.
I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
He's so pure, isn't he, Alfie? Bless him. I feel like this is an attitude more people should take, really. No children should be left to starve. No children should be left without education, without medical care. We should be all looking after the children of the world, and I don't understand why anyone would think that's not a good thing to do. You know, you get all these people complaining that they're funding free school lunches, and I'm like, absolutely, take my money to fund a free school lunch for a kid that the parent can't afford to feed it. 100% take my money for that. I would never want a child to go hungry. Jeez. We have the opposite problem. We can't actually get our child to eat anything. So, you know, there's always an opposite way. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? Probably, but not for long. Especially if the sister was sick. They had no real medicine left, did they? Alfie's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty. We have already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Back we go to the camp. We'll definitely get a ride. Yes, I love this bird so much. Do, 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 do. So, our car went in for its MOT the other day. Needed brushes doing, so got the brushes done. Mr. Fran took the car to the MOT test centre because it's near where he works, and he said, "Your clutch is really riding high." And I went, "No, I only had that clutch done 18 months ago." Anyway, I got back in the car and I was like, "My clutch feels weird, what have you done to it?" So I spoke to the MOT guy and I was like, he was like, "Your clutch is riding high, you should get that done." And I was like, literally, I had my clutch done 18 months ago. He was like, "You need to take that back." Because I'm not being funny, I don't drive like an idiot, I don't ride my clutch, I look after my car, I have baby Fran in the car most of the time, so I drive carefully. Alright, so had I have driven like an idiot, I'd have been like, yeah, fair enough, it's probably my fault. But in this particular instance, it was not. And when you look on, when you do the power of Google, it says a clutch should last you, you know, a good sort of 50,000 miles. Well, I definitely haven't done that. So I took it back to the garage where I had it done, which I'd chosen for its convenient location. And they said, if it was a mechanical or a fitting issue, it should have shown up long before now. So we think that it's general wear and tear. And I was like, how can that possibly be? Anyway, they said, you know, what we can do, we can speak to the manager and we can see whether it's still under warranty. He said, however, you know, we did use this particular part, which is a more economic choice. More economic choice is basically, you know, sales speak for we put cheap crap in your car, which I'm a bit annoyed about because I didn't pay. I paid £700, so I expect more cheap crap to be put in my car, basically. Anyway, so I said to them, okay, so if it comes onto warranty, does that mean the whole cost of the clutch is covered? And they said, no, it'll only be the parts, so we're still going to have to pay for labour. Now, I'm not being funny, but if they've already put a cheap clutch in my car, which has died after 18 months, I'm not going to want to go back and have the same part put in, am I? You know? So I went to another garage and got a quote. And as much as I don't want to let the first garage kind of get away with it, at the same time, I also don't want to go back to them and have a cheap part put in my car and still have to pay for the privilege of having it put in my car. And this is what gives mechanics a bad name, you see? It's so hard to find a mechanic that you can trust, because you have to trust them, you know, because you want your car to be safe on the road. So I think I'm gonna go to the second garage. But basically, what would you guys do if you were in this situation? Would you go back to the first garage and get them to do it under the warranty because they were the ones that did the work in the first place, or would you just go somewhere else? What would you do? That's the worst time of year to have this happen as well. Alyssea and Alphino tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? It's not a good account. It is not a good account, Lucille. So, I explain what occurred.
Thank you for your report.
You're mostly welcome.
We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Have we got any of our Imperial people with us? Maybe we should send them to sort of start things.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the Victor's spoils.
There you go, see?
They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
Well, why didn't we just do that in the first place?
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
It's not your fault. It's just one of those things.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Popularis, Maxima identified.
Cool.
They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald.
Oh, I love a flashback.
The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Okay.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
Oh, I wonder who that might be.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Zenos had been possessed by a demon.
Which, you know, he kind of had.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Yep. Works better than a lie.
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced.
Oh.
While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
I wonder who that might be.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered.
Dun dun dun!
And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer.
But we know it wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't him.
Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession. And in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
Oh man, I hate politics so much.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
Do you know what I think? I think about politicians. This is what I think. I think that everyone, well, most people, I think most people go into politics with the best of intentions. They go in planning to do good, planning to change the system, planning to help people, and then they get caught up in all the corruption, in all the red tape. They see other people lining their pockets and think, well, if they're doing it, why don't I? And then everything that you go into politics for just gets lost. And this is the problem, I think, with the whole system that we have. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, obviously the answer is for me to rule the world. I should be a benevolent dictator.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
How convenient.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
How much money has House Brutus got?
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
How bizarre, how bizarre. Do 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 do.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
Blinking fandango. Ugh.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams.
That's got to be an Asian thing, hasn't it? Don't you think?
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
It definitely sounds very Asian-y.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Y'all. Oh, the radio. And apparently Varus is talking to people for it.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
I mean, to be fair, didn't we have a situation where they spoke to everyone to encourage them to be warriors of light somehow? And Hydralin speaks to us in weird ways all the time. So, who knows what's possible here?
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
Well, that's handy, Harry.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Miss Killy's woken up from a nap.
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
Maybe it's one of the
I think we do.
tappers. Come on in. Up you come. Hey, Bubba. You've been a very sleepy girl today.
Who do we have here?
Who are you? Who is this dude? What's he trying to do?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
Really? You're the one just tried to steal from us, mate.
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Julius Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
Is anyone getting really frustrated with the utter hypocrisy? Oh, sorry, Miss Kelly. The utter hypocrisy, right? Of these people that have spent their entire life invading other people, then complaining when they've been invaded. I'm like, dude. Just dude. I mean, I know we've got some examples of inappropriate invasions going on in the world at the moment, but like, dude.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe.
Do you know what? It kind of almost would be easier to just come in and take the land, because they're so blinking resistive. I know this is not an alpha node way of doing things.
Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours.
Do you know, they're making it really difficult for me to try and be nice to them.
If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Okay, obviously.
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
I'm going with you. What would your mother say? If I let you 2 go by yourselves, that's absolutely what I'm saying.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
I mean, Alfie is the best political negotiator, so he's probably the best person to send. And I'll just beat up anyone that starts.
Couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Seriously, I might sellsword his head off in a minute.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
Yeah, mate. You don't even know who I am.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
That's fine, I'll protect you. I'll let you get eaten. One or t'other. You are very lucky the little son just didn't just rip your head off. I like little son. He's been surprisingly quiet. I feel like we need more little son interaction. I know that's not his real name, but that's what I call him. You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. What is she trying to say? I would always do such a thing. Mostly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. So, is she going to send Thancred to keep an eye on us? Is that what that subtle hint was? Right, come on then, Julius. Even though you're a douche. Are you and the children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility, and we will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Do I have to go with him? He's so rude. Obnoxious. I want to smack him in the head. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill and then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead, I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alisay and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Diawara. Diawara. Where have I heard that before? My reputation precedes me, don't you know? Probably because Xenos wants to, you know, beat me up. No matter. Alphino and Alisay will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter, run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Ready to make a dash for the station? Sure. I've got to keep him with me. Over that hill, right? Got to dodge the animals. This must be the road you mentioned. If we follow this, it will lead to the station. I still don't know why I have to be nice to this dude. Not the easiest surface to run on. Really, really, really want to hit him around the head. I'm quite aggressive. This game makes me very violent. Not normally. Normally I'm lovely. No, we better not draw attention. Ooh, the lighting just momentally changed a lot. That's the station, I presume. So, what's everyone got planned for the weekend? Anything nice planned? I've got a really nice weekend planned, so I'm quite excited. My brilliant friends bought me tickets to Six the Musical for Christmas, two of my best friends. So on Saturday I'm out with the girls. I am out for a day of freedom. I'm out with the girls. We're going up to London. We're going to have lunch. We're going to see a show. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, that's my plans for the weekend. I'm really excited. Can't even remember the last time I saw a show. I think it was when Mr. Frown and I went to Starlight Express for our anniversary. So yeah, anyone else got any exciting weekend plans? This is it, the first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No. We're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. I mean, I understand he wants to be suspicious, but really... North of the station is Reggio Domorum, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off, understood? Okay. Here we go again. Julius knows all too well that danger lurks around every corner. I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha. From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of that railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. He just went to me, don't have any weapons, and now he's like, yeah, no, it's fine. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we try to avoid detection, the chance of sneaking by completely unnoticed is slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. These two will follow us, providing they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they'd be foolish enough to stab their guard in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Okay. Don't leave massive weight things here. Right, hold on. There's no point in walking in the snow if I don't need to. I shall instead fly on my dais. Here we go. I've got my carbonara out. Oh, under attack. Okay. I'd like to introduce you to my little friend. His name is Ifrit. He likes a bit of fire in his life. I mean, who doesn't? Flame on! I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody, that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would be simply to force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. No, he's a really helpful, friendly fellow. You'd definitely want him on your side in a fight, wouldn't you? He'd leave you to be butchered and then desert you. No, you can just naff off as well. Oh, I might actually have to fight this thing because it's following me. Let me just go. Let's not get you in. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to fight stuff because it's getting involved. It's getting involved in sitch. Right. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to get Artie out. And I'm going to have some pudding. Here we go. have a little bit of Bahamut. A little bit of Bahamut in my life. When you give me lots of strife, he's here to help me save the day. And then after a while he goes away, and next I'll get tightened out. I might finish that later. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. Onward! Whee! It's my noodle. I love the way that literally Game Boy 22 just pops up to do a little gif and then disappears again. Do a little picture and then disappear. I meant what I said. These people only deserve death. I stayed my hand before out of desire to remain undiscovered, and that is still the highest priority. Will she continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations? Keep following the railway. Oh, I'm nearly there. Where am I? However, keep following the railway. Off we go. So, do any of your kids or the kids in your life say like words that aren't quite right, but it's super cute? So at the moment, baby Fran is obsessed with watermelon. She loves it. She eats loads of it. She like you give her a bowl full and she will chomp her way through it. And she calls it strawberry melon, which is super cute. And she can't quite say cucumber yet either, so she calls it cumber. Want some cumber? What's the other thing she says? She's got another one as well that she does that's super cute as well. I've got to go up. Yeah, this is the way up. Yeah. Just creatures. Hello, Mr. Pippin. This is the way up. That's my furry ball. Do you just need some love? Hi. Yeah, you can say hello to all your fans in a minute as soon as I figure out how to get up. Seriously. What is going on? I don't know where I am. I found them. I has found them. I feel like it's a bit mean really to beat up these tempered people because they don't know what's going on. They're not in their right minds, are they? Look what they have become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Yep. We've done it. Those exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's aether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now you've seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you'll think twice before speaking of a cure. Oh, he's so friendly and charming, isn't he? No? Maggie! Ideally, I want to get that thing, but I can't see where it is. I'm guessing it's up in there somewhere. We'll go and find the dude. Listen, you're thinking I strap meth off. We're almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so that I will keep mine. This way. Yeah, you can be trusted. You're the dodgy ones. Oh, it's getting cold again, peeps. It is getting cold. This is Terram, one of Garlemald's largest stations. He now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Speak with Alfie. How's everyone getting on in game? What are you guys up to? How are you doing with your 14 by 14? Have you got anything done? That's why I couldn't find it, because it was down, not up. Down, down, down to Goblin Town. Right, let's get the Aetheorite while we're here. There is a really good... What book was it? I think it was a James Herbert book. And it was set in... the Aetheorite is not responding. Rude. You are almost in Shadowbringers with Evil Gremlin. Nice, good job. So this book, I'm sure it's a James Herbert book, was set so that all of the people were living underground, like in the stations, because vampires had taken over the top of the world. Can't remember the name of the book now. I think it was a year, like 1919 or something like that. I'll have to look it up. We'll have to look it up. Are you enjoying doing Evil Gremlin? Are you enjoying being a potato? It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. Good. Is it nice to play it through again? I mean, I know you've played it through quite a few times. Do you sort of try and go off and do other bits as opposed to just the main story? They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed. And if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be sheltered from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold, much like Victor's spoils. It must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. You're grinding a lot for mounts on that one. Okay, nice. What mount are you going for at the moment? I am... I'm planning on doing a mount grind at some point. It's on my 14 by 14 list. Lower your voices. While you might be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Hello, Miss Kinney. I'm back again. Oh, you're all wet. You are a soggy moggy. Someone's been outside. Did you need a wee-wee? Did you need to go outside? You have Rathalos. Okay, nice. Do not hiss for no reason. Honestly, you're such a grump. You know, you can not tell him off. He's just laying on the bed. Honestly, these two, they literally just grumble at each other. Well, she grumbles at him all the time, and he wants to fight. Ooh, look, this is pretty. I want that. That is a nice little chocobo. It's slightly an odd thing to say. I like the fairy rings it's got on it. Yeah, they are grumpy. But then they sometimes will live quite happily in peace in the same room. I don't know. Cats is weird. He is literally just laying there. Stop being a grump.
These are their chosen representatives.
It's because Pippin's gone to lay exactly where she was laying. So she's having a grumble about it. Territorial.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Go on then, come and impose at me, Buster.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Okay, so these are the guys that still wanted to fight for Varys, even though Varys was dead. Confusing.
The First? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
So abrasive.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Well, I bear them a little bit of ill will because they're being so blinking rude, actually. You know, if they could just try and be slightly more polite, I might be slightly more polite.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbour's suffering, war is inevitable.
That is your way of thinking, mate.
Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps.
That's literally not what we... It's just like the opposite of what he just said.
It was only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
How about nobody's blood needs to get spilled, just stay in your own lane? There's a Pokemon, if anyone is interested.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would.
Oh god, he's such a grumpy old so-and-so.
But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit.
No, again, you're judging them by your own leaders.
If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat.
Yeah, probably by negotiating peace and a trade deal. Oh, how terrible.
And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
Oh, if only you'd thought about that before you started invading countries.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference. To make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that.
Yeah, but they only understand conquering. I say that's how they think they make it better.
What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but...
I kind of want to make him suffer a little bit. Just saying.
Believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here. And all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want. What you hope for.
So much blood has been shed. So much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it?
These lot, because they're just no fighting.
Can we not work together? To face our problems as one?
Bless him. Oh, Alfie, you're such a trier.
Answer me this, young peacemakers.
Why is he so ageist? It's really irritating me.
If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald?
Because you don't give people a choice. Conquering isn't peace.
Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not?
I mean, also you consort with Ascians, which is an added issue.
Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
Well, he's a ray of sunshine, isn't he?
That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
Seems exhausting. But I can understand why people want to give up.
There is nothing more to say on the matter.
Can I hit him around the head now?
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
His voice really reminds me of someone. I don't know if it's Liam Neeson or Ian McKellen, but it's got... No, it's not Liam. Oh, I don't know. I think it's Ian McKellen, but that's the voice it's reminding me of. Anyone else getting a vibe? Also, I could take these soldiers out with my eyes closed, I'm just saying. Really? Really?
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
I'll not resist.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
I'm not a freaking dog. What the hell is this collar? I'm not wearing no collar.
What are these?
You try and put one on me, I will smash people up.
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times.
Oh, so that no.
Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
Excellent, so they're shock colours, which should be illegal, quite frankly.
Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Please, can I hit him on the head now? This guy is testing my last nerve.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
I'm really going to enjoy hitting him. This game makes me very aggressive. Because even the most bitter adversary, I can't say that word at the moment, will may one day see reason. On the coldest black of nights, meagre though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. No, we're trying to get you to see reason, you're being a douche. And it's out.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
No, you are treading a fine line to finding the merciless barbarian, I'm just saying.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
They're just like they're brainwashed into being so blinking aggressive, aren't they? Julius has his orders, unpleasant though they may be. As per Lord Quintos' instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your colours, nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'd soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to stick to the others, or was that merely a ruse? We are in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintos, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. I like that. Let's just start sowing seeds of malcontent, Alfie. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. I'll be watching you, every breath you take. The stalking song, as I call it. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, like trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries, understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation, and above all else, don't use magics of any sort. You, on the other hand, may go wherever so you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphino and Alice will pay the price. I'm struggling to see why we are helping these people. It's you! Diawara Callisto! Diawara Callisto! My name is Diawara Callisto! I served under Lord Gaius in the 6th Legion. I was there the night the Praetorium fell. Lucky you. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends, swept them aside in their dozens as though they were nothing to you. And maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to cut down. But it won't be too long till our countrymen return, until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Right, I'm gonna speak to these guys and then I'll head back to the house. So cold. This young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. Okay. I know who you are. A so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk on your face by the blood of our fallen compatriots. I swear I'll... Ugh. Damn. Tore the sutures. Of all the times, the worst one of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, would be the end of you. Virgilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus' life, but we made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back. And then night fell and we gathered round the radio, and then the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. Because you were gathered round a radio. Just getting ready for the raid. If you can call this a mercy, mind intact but body broken, a soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down wherever you stand if I could. Murderer. What do you think your guys are? So, there's a radio. Don't think I should touch that. It'll probably lead to a shock collar situation. It's interesting because when we liked to watch The Walking Dead, and there's a school of thought. If you haven't watched The Walking Dead, it's a zombie apocalypse TV series, and we follow the story of Rick and his group. But there's another group that they meet later down the line, who's led by a guy called Negan, played by the incredible Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who does a fantastic job. And so it's interesting because as we've been with Rick's group from the beginning, we see Negan's group as the enemy. But had we have been following Negan's group from the beginning, Rick would be the enemy, and it's all about your point of view. So yeah, interesting. So. You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you best keep your hands off that Aether, right? It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans for Garleans. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the Aetherite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. Right, there's one more person to talk to. I can't see them now. Only up here somewhere. So there are some people up the stairs, weren't there? Maybe up the stairs. There's one more up here, but if not, no, back down. Not out of this area then. Okie dokie. Where are you? Unless it is the Magitech radio I'm supposed to look at. What do you think? Maybe? Well, let's go have a look and hope nobody gets shot collared. The radio is the same model as the one being used at Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. There we go. There we go. Now, because I can't use this blinking Aetherite, it's going to be a pain in the bottom to get back here next time. Did you learn anything of note? People are cold, injured, hate me a lot. Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and the injured are at greatest risk. Without proper warmth and nutrition, I feel they will soon perish. I realise there is precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? Right. Not today, I won't, but where's the nearest place? Oh, there's nowhere near, is there? It's going to be there. Okie dokie. Right, let's head back to the house. So, that's tonight's job's done. I do get very stressed when people are rude. When Diawara and Alpha and Nala say just there to help them. There's no need to be so obnoxious and combative. You know? And I think this is all something that we can learn. Can someone take this Christmas tree down? Honestly. Good night, Evil Gremlin. I hope you are feeling well and you know recovered from your op. And see you Tuesday. Have a lovely weekend. So, obviously there's lots of stuff going on in the world at the moment. People being arrested. Countries talking about invading Greenland. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I just feel like, you know, we all just need to be a little bit nicer to each other. Why is it not that simple? Anyway, it's a complicated dog thing, this world, isn't it? So, I am going to be at work tomorrow out Saturday, out Sunday, because I'm such a little gadabout. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend as well. You have lots of exciting things on, I'm sure, and I look forward to hearing all about them on Tuesday. So I'll be back on Tuesday. Carry on main story quest. Get really annoyed by Quintus some more. That'll probably be the next few streams, I have a feeling. Hopefully everyone gets better, because I know we've got lots of people who are still poorly, so I hope you all feel better soon. Have a nice restful weekend if you can. Drink some water, wrap up warm because of the storm, that one, and just, you know, look after yourselves, guys, alright, because a lot of people are poorly at the moment, and I just think like we need to do some self-care. Yeah, so I'll be back on Tuesday as usual. I'll see you guys then. I'm going to raid you over to Vestiges, so please do stay for the raid. Vestiges is doing Final Fantasy for the first time as a sprout, so it's nice to support. Good night, everybody.